speak of the tribe of Dan, but
Okay.
in the 12 tribes, Dan is not listed.
Not
What
listed.
exactly happened to the tribe of Dan? Or
Good
Dan
question.
himself?
Good question. What happened to Dan? Because we had a brother come up on us today and said, I'm from the tribe of Dan. Soldier Tobias quickly corrected him, letting him know that he ain't from the tribe of Dan. But we're going to give you an understanding here. Go to the book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 14.
Amos chapter 8 and verse 14. They that swear by the sin of Samaria.
What was the sin of Samaria? Any brother in here know? At the end.
Idolatry.
Idolatry, right? All right, read on.
They that swear by the sin of Samaria, and say, Thy God, O Dan, liveth, and the manner of Beersheba liveth, even they shall fall and never rise up again.
Never rise up again. As a what? That's why, Brother Daniel, when you look in Revelation, you don't see their name mentioned. God said they was going to fall and never rise up again as a tribe. All right, but did he get rid of them? Is that the question? Did he kill off a whole tribe of his people? Does any brother know? Yeah. Obadiah. You half right, but half wrong.
No, because of the book of Ecclesiastes, there's no end of the people.
Oh, I like it. All praises. Levi be studying. There's no end of all the people, right? So, let's see here. Go to the book of Genesis. Genesis 49.
Genesis chapter 49 and verse 16. Dan shall judge his people.
Now, who was a judge from the tribe of Dan? What brother knows? Who was a judge out of the tribe of Dan? Let's see. Brother Amir. Samson. Samson was a judge from the tribe of Dan. Okay, read on.
Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel. Dan shall be a serpent by the way, an adder in the path,
Read on.
that biteth the horse's heel,
Now, this is the point. Read on.
so that his rider shall fall backward. I have waited for thy salvation.
What did Dan say?
I have waited for thy salvation, O Lord.
It's now read verse 1 of Genesis 49.
Genesis chapter 49 and verse 1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, Gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
In the last days. Now go back to Dan and read that last precept part.
Genesis chapter 49 and verse 18.
I have waited.
I have waited for thy salvation.
So Dan, even though they are not a tribe anymore and have a gate in the kingdom, they are still waiting on the salvation of the Lord. I have waited for thy salvation in the last days. Do we know who they are right now? No. Don't know not at all. We do know that they are scattered in the Caribbeans amongst the southern kingdom, not amongst the northern kingdom. But we don't know who they are per se because they fell as a tribe and will never rise back up again. So when the Lord comes back, he'll be the one that will decipher on who's who and bring them into the kingdom. All right? So what was the sin? What was the sin of Samaria? Let's see who's been reading. What was it? Jeroham.
They went into idolatry.
Idolatry. Go to the book of Exodus chapter 32 and read verse 21 on down.
Yes, sir. Exodus chapter 32 and verse 21. And Moses said unto Aaron, What did this people unto thee, that thou hast brought so great a sin upon them? And Aaron said, Let not the anger of my Lord wax hot. Thou knowest the people, that they are set on mischief. For they said unto me, Make us gods, which shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we wot not what is become of him. And I said unto them, Whosoever have any gold, let them break it off. So they gave it me. Then I cast it into the fire, and there came out this calf. And when Moses saw that the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked until they shamed.
That means they was in the midst of sin. So they was when Moses came down off the mountain getting the commandments, Israel was down there worshiping what, Brother Daniel? What was they down there worshiping?
Golden calf.
Golden calf, exactly right. All right, so let's see here if we can get some history here. Let's see. We're going to jump in this, okay? Let's read 12. We're going to start out at 16.
Yes, sir. 1 Kings, chapter 12 and verse 16. So when all Israel saw that the king hearkened not unto them,
That's Rehoboam, Solomon's son. Go ahead.
the people answered the king, saying, What portion have we in David? Neither have we inheritance in the son of Jesse. To your tents, O Israel, now see to thine own house. David, so Israel departed unto their tents. But as for the children of Israel, which dwelt in the cities of Judah, Rehoboam reigned over them.
And go to 23, because we won't get to the point. Go ahead.
1 Kings chapter 12 and verse 23. Speak unto Rehoboam, the son of Solomon, king of Judah, unto all the house of Judah and Benjamin, and to the remnant of the people, saying, Thus saith the Lord, ye shall not go up, nor fight against your brethren, the children of Israel. Return every man to his house. For this thing is from me. They hearken therefore to the word of the Lord, and return to depart according to the word of the Lord.
So northern kingdom, southern kingdom was about to fight. This is going back to Isaiah 11, the rift between Ephraim and Judah. Started way back when. Read on.
Verse 25. Then Jeroboam built Shechem in the Mount Ephraim, and dwelt therein, and went out from thence and built Peniel.
So that's Jeroboam. He's the king over the northern kingdom now. Rehoboam was the king over southern kingdom, Solomon's son. Jeroboam, son of Nebat, was king over the northern kingdom. Read on.
And Jeroboam said in his heart, Now shall the kingdom return to the house of David.
Why would they return to the house of David? What did we have to do 3 times a year? What do we have to do, brothers? Zephaniah, what do we have to do 3 times a year where our heart will return back to the Lord?
Deuteronomy 16:16.
What did it say?
We have to keep a few feasts.
We had to keep the feast days. What are those feast days? Does any brother know? We're going to learn some things on our way to learning some things. Jeroham had his hand up first.
You got Passover, Feast of First Fruits, and Tabernacle.
And tabernacles, right. So those are the 3 times we had to go back to Jerusalem, which is in the southern kingdom. So if we got a split and we got bad blood between each other, if the people keep going down there to worship the Lord, eventually they're going to be like, man, we doing wrong. Man, let's get our mind right. Let's repent. So Jeroboam, being wise and evil, this is what he did. Wise in wickedness, which ain't wisdom at all. Read on.
1 Kings chapter 12 and verse 27. If this people go up to do sacrifice at the house of the Lord at Jerusalem, then shall the heart of this people turn again unto their Lord, even unto Rehoboam, king of Judah. And they shall kill me, and go again to Rehoboam, king of Judah. Whereupon the king took counsel, and made 2 calves of gold.
Those same gods that we worship coming out in the wilderness. 2 calves of gold. Read on.
And said unto them, It is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem.
Now he's using crafty words and philosophy. It's too much. It's too far. I'll make it easy for you. Look, I got 2 of them right here. You can worship them. Read on.
Behold thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
They never let go of them, that old idolatry that they used to do in the wilderness. Behold, these was the ones that brought you out. Read on.
And he set the one in Bethel.
He set the one where?
In Bethel.
And the other one where?
And the other put he in Dan.
In where?
In Dan.
In Dan. So God said, you won't be slick. You want to keep the people from coming down to worship and coming returning back to me? I got something for your ass, Dan. You going to fall as a tribe and never rise again. Read on.
And this thing became a sin, for the people went to worship before the one, even unto Dan. And he made in the house of high places, and made priests of the lowest of the people, which were not of the sons of Levi.
Now, so let's go back to Amos. Now we got some understanding on the history.
Amos chapter 8 and verse 14. They that swear by the sin of Samaria.
And that sin was those golden calves. Read on.
and say, Thy God, O Dan, liveth, and the manner of Beersheba liveth. Even they shall fall and never rise up again.
They shall fall as a tribe and never rise again. That's why in Revelations you don't see them having a gate. All right? Because of the sin that they had committed. Good question. Good question.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel, Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.